All right. Let's see if this is a big mistake or if I'm reading the charts right. Let's see. If we get a break of these highs, then I'm going to drastically reduce the risk because that means this thing is going up higher. Ah, okay. All right. So either this shit, either we get a dump or they're pumping this damn thing. Okay. I should have known. I should have known. Let's see what they do. Ah, shit. I mean, either they dump it or this thing is, I'm in trouble. Either they dump it here or I'm in trouble. Okay. Even though the shorts are going to be stressful, let's just hope that they're going to be successful, man. Come on, Bears. Come on, Bears. Sell it. Sell it. Now, I mean, this is what makes short stressful. It's you just don't know when the bulls are going to come in. That's what makes these kind of trades stressful. But I can't take a long up here. I just can't. I just can't take a long up here. I can't long this. This is a good short opportunity, and I just can't pass this up. So, uh, I mean, we had a massive run up in the overnight. I mean, there's definitely going to be people taking profits. We got a double top at these highs. We got a double top. So let's see. Got a double top at these highs. Massive run up overnight. So we'll see. Tomorrow is FOMC. I mean, does the market really run these highs? I mean, that's going to be the question. Does the market wants to go higher? And I kind of felt that they was going to come in right here. I had a feeling that they was going to do that. So, all right, Bears. Let's see what you can do. All right, so let's look at book map and see if maybe I'm crazy. I mean, there's buying coming in, but there's more selling than buying at the moment. So, uh, we'll see. They probably won't make it easy, but I think I can get my targets hit on this. I believe I should. Mhm. Unless they break my heart here. Yeah, well,
I'm trying to see if my stuff's there.
okay.
Is there a trick or what? I tried.
Okay, I'll look at it later. I swear I was in that living room all day, and all of a sudden now you want to talk to me. All right. What the? What? Okay, anyway. They're gonna break my heart here. They're gonna break my heart. Oh God. Oh man, they're gonna break my heart here. All right. All right. I'm not gonna lie, that looks kind of bullish right here. That looks really bullish, but I'm gonna stay in the position. Hmm. And that looks bullish. Hmm. Okay. $7.24. Yeah. I mean, if the Bulls can, I mean, if the Bears can hold this, right? Bears can hold this right here, then I'll feel more confident. But if we see that pop above that, then this short is going to be more stressful than I would like it to be. This is the main reason why I just prefer to just wait for the longs, honestly. But this was a good short opportunity. I wasn't going to pass up on it, even though I'm not 100% confident in it. And it is not the setup. It's not that I'm not confident in the setup. It's just that I'm just not confident in the bull. I mean, in the Bears. They just don't hold anything, even at supply. They just don't hold nothing. Yeah, that looks kind of bullish right there. I am kind of upset that I am kind of upset that I missed this run up last night because man, I was considering getting into a position yesterday overnight to swing, but I was telling myself, nah, let's see what happens overnight. We might have a big dump overnight. When I saw this, I was thinking, yeah, I'm so glad I didn't swing overnight. And then I woke up to this and I was like, man, man. Mm. Yeah, I don't think we have any news at 9. I don't recall news at 9. Yeah, this looks like it's about to pop. Okay. I'm just gonna have to be prepared for that if that comes. Um, oh yeah. Um, all right, so that's the wrong. Understand as all this thing is just to. Yeah, the only thing that we have is we have business inventories and we have Fed Logan speaking. So we have some housing news, business inventories, and we have a Fed speaker coming up. So um fucking bull. Bears. Go ahead, Nasdaq. Break my heart. Go ahead, do it. Just do it. Break my heart, Nasdaq. Hit my targets. Go ahead. Go ahead and hit my targets, Nasdaq. Hmm. Ah. Oh, my bad. Hey, what's up? What's up? All right, Smith must be muted. Okay. All right, he's trying to push from this one. All right, man. All right. Whatever, dude. All right, so that goes to show right there. That goes to show right there. That goes to show right there, man. Mm, mm. If the bulls can find support here, I'm going to add to this position. If they can find support right here, I'm going to add. The power of self-sabotage is very powerful, man. And the power of self-sabotage is very powerful. $829, $830. Look at that. I mean, they might find rejection here at this freaking golden zone. They might find rejection here or resistance. Hopefully that's not the case, but could be. Let me see if because maybe Smith is talking and I don't hear him. Man, I would have been done. Actually, if you're going to be regarded bulls, now is the time. Now is the time. I mean, I might be wrong on this. Hopefully I'm right, but I might be wrong. I mean, I do see this potential sweep of liquidity right here, but hopefully the bulls can just push past that and we get a move back up. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna add if I see them find support here. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. All right, so let's see if we can get a retest of at least that high. I mean, if the bulls fail here, then yeah, we'll be making a lower high if they fail. So let's hope the bulls get regarded here and they push past that trend line right there, because that's what's holding them up right now. Yeah, so we're definitely due in for a lot of volatility. Not only do we have the rate decision tomorrow, but we also have expiration this Friday. The question is, if everybody is going to be short, then even if it doesn't make sense, you kind of have to go long, because we all know that the bears only come in when no one wants them to. And historically, from what I've seen ahead of big major news, the market likes to pump. Now, I'm not saying that it doesn't dump at times, because it does, but I mean, the bears don't come in when everybody expects them to. The market just usually does the opposite of that. When everybody is short, the market is super bullish. That's why I was concerned earlier about that short, because it was a good short setup. I just don't trust the bears. I just don't. And throughout that whole short, it just looked like the bulls just kept coming in and coming in and coming in. And because I didn't really trust it in the first place, and I would rather be on the long side of the market because I know that's where the money is for real. That's why I closed it. And it did break my heart when it hit my target. Like, that broke my heart. Oh my God, that broke my heart. When it hit my target. Because I could have been done. And then it seems like she wants to still torment me and not at least allow me to get that first target. At least to lock in some profits. She wants to make me wait for it, apparently. But we was definitely swiping this. We had this big move down. I mean, when you see a swipe of liquidity after a big move down, you gotta trust in the shorts. You got to. But unfortunately, I didn't. I could have been done, at least with this account. Yeah, she gonna make me wait for this target, apparently. Gonna make me wait for it. I guess this is what comes with trading the Nasdaq, I guess. A lot of heartbreak. And looks like they're trying to come in strong at that 801 level. I mean, could be a double top right here and a sweep of liquidity right here. Could be, but yeah. Okay. I guess it just comes with trading the Nasdaq, man. It just comes with it. Um, oh, come on, Nasdaq. Come on. Come on. Oh man. Uh, and what I gotta pretend like I don't care? I gotta pretend like I don't care about it or so in order for you to hit it? Uh, all right, man, let's look at this. Because, I mean, we look to the left. I mean, we do got this value area low here at 808, but I think 830 might be what people really want. But honestly, 830 might be like maybe an area where people take profits, but I don't think we see anything. Probably like 850 to 860 is probably a better area. That target, baby. Come on, hit that target. Okay, that target. Okay. Ah, shit. Ah, damn. Uh, I gotta close this one out, unfortunately. All right, that's fine. All right, I had to close that one out. I had to close that one out. All right, so I'm done. That's my funded account. I have to make $600 to $700 in the account. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Wow. All right, let me make sure I got all the orders, canceled all the orders. Okay. All right, man. JC says he's in the classroom. Yeah, JC, yeah, I remember you saying that you were a teacher. Yeah, it's hard too, especially when the kids start acting up and you just trying to look at the markets and the kids acting up. Are they distracting you? But yeah. So yeah, JC, I don't know if you saw it, but man, I had this beautiful short. I mean, I had this beautiful short that hit my targets, and I just didn't trust it. Just for it. I mean, as soon as it came back to my break even, I closed it because I guess I felt that. I mean, this looked super bullish, and now that I got, I guess, my emotions back under control, um, the emotional part of all of this, I really had to take a deep breath here. Once I saw that price at my target, um, once I saw this pop, I just knew that I can go long and that my stop would be protected by this low because of, I mean, you got this breakout higher, you got this pullback, that made that swing low, and they just swept the liquidity underneath that low. So I kind of felt that we was going to see this, but my biggest concern was that they was going to use this area as support because this area right here is also a great area for them to come in and at least retest the highs. That's why I cut this position earlier because I thought they was going to at least retest the high and I thought that they was going to come and stop me out. So I had to bite the bullet on that one because the odds wasn't in my favor. It worked, obviously. We got a two-legged pullback into support here. We got a two-legged pullback into this area of support. So once I saw that the bulls came in at this area, I knew to go long. So I wasn't revenge trading, even though I wanted to revenge trade in that situation. In my mind, it automatically said I needed to get this money back. I need to get this money back. You just let a good trade go down the drain, and you need to get this money back. And that's why I was taking those deep breaths because I was fighting that internal battle. But I just looked at the charts. I saw my two-legged pullback into support. I saw this strong low. I saw that there was this push, and then they came back, and I added when they found support here because I knew that if they came back up to this area, because I was concerned about this area earlier, and that's why I was cautious about that short right here. But I knew that if they found support here at this line, then I can safely add to this position, and that's why I added to the position. Uh, but I will say that it could have got ugly. I'm not going to sit here and mislead anybody. It could have got ugly because the tilt fuel was already there. The tilt fuel was there. It was there. It was there. It could have got ugly, but I had to take a deep breath. I had to just look back at the charts, even though it didn't feel like it at the time. I had to tell myself that you just have to look for the next opportunity because you didn't trust this one. And I'm just glad that it worked out because it could have got really ugly. But I'm glad it didn't. So I'm gonna take that. I'm definitely gonna take that. Uh, and that's another part of my strategy that I want to implement with this three contract because getting 80 to 100 points, I mean, that's really nothing on the Nasdaq. That's really nothing. But the only thing that's going to be what's the correct term I want to use? Challenging about that is that you're gonna have to wait on it. And 100 points is that's usually what 20 to 30 minutes, and 20 to 30 minutes feels like an eternity in the market. So um, What I want to start doing is I want to get into a position with my 3 micro contracts that gives me 50 points of risk. I know that my entries are good enough to where I might use maybe 27 to 30 at most. I don't think I'm ever going to enter a position where there's 50 points of risk and it actually hits my stop. I don't think I'm going to do that. Um, so the odds of that happening is slim to none. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I know I'm not 50 points in drawdown with my entries. I'm really good with my entries. It's my X's that I have problem with due to greed sometimes. But if I have to scale in, I don't mind scaling in with 3 additional contracts at 27 to 30 if I have to DCA into this. So if I have the DCA, I'll add 3 additional contracts. My average entry will move down and all of my stops will move off, will come off at that 50 mark. But if I get my entry, I see a pop, and a pullback, then I'm going to add an additional 3 contracts to the position to catch that move up. And what I really want for these additional contracts is for majority of my position to come off at a previous swing. That's my goal. That's how I want to play this, to where I can get my money and I can have a runner. Now I thought I did the math right on this. I thought, because I was doing the math, I was like, well, if I can take like 500 off and just leave 2 to run, then I'm okay with that. But when I was looking at the thing, I was like, I'm already at $700. So obviously I did the math wrong. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it. I made the money for the day. I'm not gonna complain. But I don't like trading that way. I like intraday swinging. I like that. I don't like taking all of my profit targets off. I like staying in the position. I like reaching these targets and getting my target hit. And that keeps me out of trouble as well. Because if I'm already in a position, I don't have to. And if I'm already in a position and I've already taken some profits off at highs and swings, I know that at least I've secured some profits here at these swings, at least. So if it does come back, all I have is 2 micro contracts, and it gives me the option to either scale back into my position if I choose to, or just wait for my targets to get hit. So I mean, everything I kind of do kind of protects me from myself in terms of when you get into that emotional state. But this is kind of why I enjoy the MFF accounts. I enjoy the fact that they kind of cap me. And so I'm forced to take profits because, I mean, even if I didn't take profits, my scale, I would have been break even at my scale in, but I still would have been in profit here. But my scale in would have went back to break even. I mean, this right here is tricky. Because this is why I was concerned about this level when they bounced off it the first time. This is why I was concerned about it, because this is a great level of support right here. And this actually, if the Bulls fail here, if they fail here, it's a golden zone as well. So they're bouncing this thing off a golden zone. I guess I missed the trade on this one. Yeah, this grinding tells me, damn. This grinding tells me that the bears are trying to sell this. The bears are trying to sell this. So we have to respect the fact that the bears are super trying. And you're going to have to be very strategic with your entries right now. You got to be strategic because you're going to get a lot of back and forth price action. You're going to get it because the bears are trying to sell this damn thing. And this is why I say selling and supply is a gamble. This is how bullish the environment is that you can't even, bears not even safe in supplying anymore. Because if you look at this higher time frame chart, this market should be rolling over. It should be rolling over. Look at that. You got a nasty double nested double top. Bears aren't safe. You got a nasty double nested double top. Look how many double tops. Look how many double tops there are. Here's the first double top. The Bears did get this one, but they didn't get it until after a second double top. This right here should have been a double top. I mean, we just saw that. We just saw this move down, but the Bulls bought it back up. And so this right here is now a double top. So it's like this is the double top matrix right now. The Bulls shouldn't be having this much control in an area of supply. They shouldn't. But this goes to show how bullish the environment is. This goes to show that even in supply, bears are having trouble shorting this market. And even if they get it down, you got bulls buying off the VWAP. They're going to buy off the 21. If they get it down here, they're going to buy it off the 682 or the 50 EMA. All the EMAs are sloped up. So that's why I was kind of, like I said, cautious of that short, but it was too good of an opportunity to pass up and try to fight it. So that is a lessons learned, but let's see what they do here at 844. I think this is supposed to be 845 though. Do they do at 845? Yeah. I mean, if it ain't going down, that means it's going up, man. If it ain't going down, it's going up. Yeah, I guess we could see a pump in the F1. I mean, obviously it's pumping. And this can go all the way up to probably 925. 925, yeah. It's gonna probably go from golden fib to golden fib. Yeah, we can probably see a move all the way up here to go to the golden fib. Especially if they find support above this 23%. Yeah, if they find support above 845, we can definitely see that. Now, in order for the bulls in order for the bears to come back in and take this, in order for the bulls to fail and the bears to come back and take this, if you're short here, this is what you need to look for. I wouldn't be short, but I mean, obviously we got all these nested double tops. This is the current double top. We got this move down. They got this move up. Obviously, that sweep liquidity. Not only does the bears need to sell this, but they need to break this level. You may see a pop, and they need to hold this level as resistance. They need to hold this level as resistance if we get a break right here. They need to hold it because there's going to be so many bears that's going to be trying to sell this. They need to knock it down because if they fail, we're going to see a short squeeze going to the upside. And we have to be very mindful that price right now is trading in this range. So we all know what a range means. We know that this is nothing but money here that's accumulating. This is distribution between buyers and sellers. And so we're getting a breakout of this range. The first move is the false move most of the time. The first move is usually the sweep of liquidity. So if we see a move up and price comes back into this range, then it's safe to short it. That's a failed breakout, and that means the money's going to go to the downside. And that's the same that's said on this. If we see it moves to the downside and price coming back up into the range, then we know that price is going to go to the upside. So I guess if we weren't able to make money here at the open and you didn't get this move right here, I guess the market just wants to chop for right now. But the price action should dictate that we have a bullish move into a trading range. So we should expect the market to continue to go to the upside. A double bottom. I mean, that doesn't even look right. But we'll see. Gameway, are you still short from last night? And Gameway, yeah, I totally agree. I totally freaking agree, dude. I totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree, man. Totally. This market should have been. We should have been seeing red this morning. We should have been seeing red. I mean, we got 4 nested, 5 nested double tops. I mean, we should have saw at least a pullback. I don't think we're getting to 420. I mean, I don't think we're getting a big giant move. Not saying that we don't get it. That's not what I'm saying. But a double top, when a double top don't double top anymore, what kind of world do we live in? Like, what kind of world do we live in where you can't even trust a double top anymore? I mean, the bulls do have a lot of strength. You see the separations from the EMAs, and the only time they attach the EMA is to reload just to continue to go long. This is a lot of bullish strength. I've already showed you guys that I mean, they are 62% long. They are 62% long. this week. They were 62% long last week, or they're 61% long this week, and 39% short this week. So even though they're overall bullish, it doesn't mean that we should just go long, long, long and disregard price action and crap, but I guess they are. So I guess they're trying to get as much money out of this election pump as possible, because we know what's going to happen come January. You better get your shorts ready. We already know what's going to happen. So you're saying that your target is at 19,300. 19,300, huh? Huh. So you think we get that big of a drop? I mean, obviously not today. I mean, shit, if price trades underneath this 200 EMA, you might can get more. I mean, why stop at 300? If it gets under 420, I mean, the next area of support is here at 127, 110. Why stop at 300? Okay. All right. I can kind of see why 300. I can see it. Because they ran the stops above this, and yeah, okay. All right. I see what you're talking about, game weight. I see you. I see you. 300 for sure. Because they broke above this. We got the stop run higher. Yeah. All right. All right, game weight. All right. This is it right here. This is how we will know if the bulls are letting this go. This is not a true break underneath this level. It's not a true break. They need to close it. That's just a trade below and a pop. This actually might be trap bulls, right? Or trap bears. Ah, shit. Ah, damn. I'm not gonna chase it. I don't know, game weight. I think the market makers is going to, because I mean, everybody's shorting this thing today, man. Everybody is shorting and it's not going down. Everybody is shorting this market and it's not going down, man. Shit, if you're looking at the thing with bookmap chat, everybody's trying to short this shit, man. They're talking about I'm adding here and I'm adding here. Do this. I don't know, man. I don't know. You kind of have to play opposite game with the markets at during big news events. Cause shit, if everybody's shorting, these institutions like to use y'all stops. Damn it, I missed it. Oh, I freaking missed it. Oh, I missed it. Missed it. Missed it. Yeah, game weight. I mean, yeah, I see it. It's definitely not blasting up. It's definitely not. But it's only 9 o'clock. Like I said, 30 minutes feels like a freaking eternity here in the markets. It's a good thing that we have a clock to remind us what time it is, because it feels like we've been in the market, or at least for me, feels like we've been in the market all day. But we've only been in the market for literally, or the market's only been open for an hour. It's only been open for an hour, dude. Damn. Guess I've just been overthinking it. Yeah, been overthinking it. Because I realized that the Bears was trapped underneath this low too freaking late talking about it. But this is why I said that the bears look trapped in right here, was because the price action usually, once we get a break and they break a neckline, they don't do this. They don't go underneath it and then come back up. When I see price action like that, that tells me that they're trapped. That tells me that they're trapped. And I recognize that a little bit too late. Trying to be cute with this damn thing, trying to be freaking cute. Once we see a break, this is what it looks like. We see that break, we see them pull back, and we see them reject. This is the price action that you need to be looking for confirmation of a short or confirmation of a long. If you don't see this, then you're wrong, unfortunately. And you can see that they did it right here again. They did it right here. They broke below it. They had a break below this low and sight bears just to trap them. But yeah, Gameway. I think this was the market was doing last night when we was talking, and I was like, dude, this little double top right here, that double top right there, I was like, man, they're gonna probably sell this market down because the bulls were struggling all yesterday, and in hindsight, I mean, it was always an uptrend. Price never broke the trend, even though price was struggling yesterday. It never broke the hot. It never broke the trend. It never did. And if you want to draw it tighter, this thing never broke the trend. Like it did not break the trend at all yesterday. That's why we gotta look at our charts and trust the charts and not our hearts, because man, my heart was telling me that this market was going to get shorted, but my mind knew that if I'm sitting there and I believe in the short, I know to inverse myself when it comes to stuff like that. I know to inverse that feeling, because if I feel it, that means everybody else is feeling it, and everybody can make money in the market, unfortunately. So I just know to inverse it. And this is a good, that grinding and then that pop. That grinding gives it away. And then that pop, that drop down, or that second leg down. And then the bulls just struggled, but they popped it and they never broke the trend. All right. I wonder if they're going to do this for the rest of the day, because I'm gonna start recording this data. I'm going to probably start doing that because I'm looking for information. So what I'm trying to do with these spreadsheets, I'm trying to find good information to collect, so we can always look back and see what happens historically over time. And what I might start actually doing is collecting data like days before a big news event. So like non-farms, FOMC, whatever, what they do during the week, and document what happens during that week, and see if there are red and green days, and see if there's repeating patterns, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be repeating patterns. I'm pretty sure. Man, I missed that damn thing, man. I already know historically, American holidays are bullish. Look at that, dude. Look at that. Oh my God. All right, so let's see what they do here at 8:45. Let's see, because we might get a pullback at 8:45. They might pull this thing back. So let's see. See what they do here. They wanted to get you out of the way, gain weight. They was like, nah, gain weight. Nah, you make too much money in this market. You got too much influence in this market. We need to take his ass out. But yeah, that's unfortunate though. I mean, it's never fun to get your stop hit, but um, never fun to get that stop hit, man. But I mean, if this is not a good example of trading the price action and paying attention to what the price action is telling you, I'm starting to notice that like once I start trading with my gut, I just inverse it. Like because I know that if my gut is telling me something, then it's highly likely that everybody else's gut is telling them the same shit. And I just know the market don't play that way. I just know the market is just not a game that's played to where everybody wins. Everybody can't win in this market. So if you're on the opposite side of the majority, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be profitable. Now, I mean, obviously, if you're kind of going against the trend now, if we're in an uptrend and you're trying to short the trend, if you're not in a good area, then yeah, you'll become liquidity real quick. But for the most part, yeah. I mean, I don't know. All right, so let's look at the higher time. Was that 8:40? Yeah. You say you think you don't watch your you just set the trade and don't watch it. But I mean, let's see, because they swept that 130 level. They swept it. Apparently, they went to 850. Kind of. I did see a bunch of liquidity at 850 earlier this morning. So that might have been where they was trying to get to. And now that everybody is bullish, maybe it's time to flip bearish because we're playing games on top of games on top of games. If everybody has now said fine and they're now bullish, the bears can come in. The bears can now let all the bulls hold the bag. Hmm. 879. That's a high right there. 879 is a high. This 830 level, I mean, they already took that out. I mean, if we do see a drop, I mean, I do expect for them to at least retest this level, at least retest this level. And so what do you plan on doing now, game weight? Are you going to wait for the long, or are you going to be looking for another short, or are you just going to take a chance on the long? Short. I mean, yeah, I think this is a good area to short. But like I said, I wouldn't in this environment. I'm not marrying no shorts at all. I'm not marrying any short because they're all stressful. They're all these shorts are stressful, and I just care not to be stressed out. And then the shorts are stressful. They are successful. Like this one right here. I mean, it was stressful, but it was successful. I hate that. All right. So far, my thesis is kind of working out. I think now that everybody is now flipped to being bullish, now the bears are going to come in. I think now the bears are going to come in this. No, Gameway, don't do that. Don't do that, Gameway. But yeah, dude, I understand that feeling, man. I understand that feeling. Dude, that feeling sucks, man. It just feels like you can have a 100-point stop and the market just race to it. It's like, dude, if the market will race to your target the same way it'll race to your stop. Take loss, stop profits. Take loss and stop profits. Yeah. No one likes that take loss, stop profit. No one likes that. But I guess the market has spoken. I don't know about tomorrow, man. If I see an opportunity tomorrow, I'll take it. But man, it has to be a pristine opportunity tomorrow. Pristine. I'm not scared of Powell, but I am scared of the market foolishness because the market tomorrow could be a good. I mean, if the market is going one way, then I'm not trading my account tomorrow. I'll just wait. Well, shit, the follow-up days can be just as bad. Uh, the follow-up days can be just as bad with Powell. And the one thing that the one thing, hold on, what the hell? The ES is just going up. Damn, yo, the ES can be nasty. Yo, the ES can be nasty when she starts going. She can be nasty, super nasty, because she won't pull back. I mean, that's just the one thing with the ES. When the ES starts trading like the Nasdaq, she can get real nasty. When she gets no pullbacks and she starts trading in one direction, Yeah, she can get really nasty. Really nasty. But bears do get respected more on the ES. I mean, I stopped collecting the data on the ES because I think, and with the ES, I think I have to flip it. I think I have to flip the shorts and the longs. So I think, and if I had to flip it, because with gold, you gotta have to. I think you, I forgot how you have to do it. But this is a gold chart, but I kind of stopped collecting the data on gold because it just seems like they're super long on gold. But I mean, you really can't get a lot of information. The only information you can really take on this gold chart is if they're adding to their long position or if they're taking off away from their shorts. But instruments like gold, the ES, I mean, you really don't even need to collect this data. They trade in a structure. I mean, it's not hard. Trading gold and ES is not hard. All you gotta do is sell the break of structure, buy the double bottom, wait for the liquidity sweep above the double top, and sell. I mean, it's not hard. It's really not hard. So I mean, that's why I don't really take in this information. But with the Nasdaq, this I'm just so glad that the Nasdaq, the data is so straightforward that I don't have to do mental gymnastics to understand it. I know that they're more long than short this week. That's all I want to know. They're more long than short. The commercials are more short than long. The information is easy to read. I know that in average they're usually 54% long and 44% short. So they're above their average of being long and they're below their average of being short. It's so easy. Now I have an idea of how to trade the Nasdaq. That's why I'm only going to collect this data for the Nasdaq moving forward because all this other data is yeah, but yeah, I'm just going to collect this data and then I have it color coded so I can just immediately look at it. And again, this is why I'll always advocate for collecting the CFTC data because if we saw this earlier in the year, anybody that was short would have known that these institutions were super long in the beginning of the year, and we didn't see them drop the market until this time frame. And you can see when they were selling more than they were buying. It was easily seen in this data, easily seen. And when they lightened up on both their longs and their shorts, this is when price was in a range. And you can see that once we broke out of that range, they started buying again. So it's like this information is so valuable. You're cheating yourself if you're not collecting it. You're cheating yourself. $570. So I mean the ES. I mean it's crazy that it ran above all these highs, yo. I mean we might see a drop because the ES swept above these highs. So we actually might see a big drop on it. You know what? And it ran right up. Price got to 37, right? 37. Yeah, 34. Yeah, this actually might be the drop right here because you know the bears don't come in until after no one expects them to. This is how nasty the market can be. Woo, 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 woo. And this is what I was afraid of this morning. This is what I was afraid of. I thought that I was too early on the short. I thought I was too early. That's why I closed it up and I was like, I'll just wait for 845 and then I'll short at 845 if we get that. All right, so let's see what they do here. Let's see what they do. because the bulls are still trying to buy here at this neckline. But honestly, the way this thing is looking, we'll probably get to 685, and that's probably where we'll see a bounce. Yeah, 685 is highly likely that we'll see a bounce here at 685 because this is where we got that break of structure to the upside. So bulls are going to be here. Bulls are going to be right here about to buy this damn dip. You know it. You got two areas of consolidation right here. You got two areas of consolidation. You got a break of structure here. Man, you got bulls that's going to come, if not at this level, somewhere in this range. So somewhere in this big block of price action is where we can expect bulls to come in and try to buy this up. We can expect that. We should expect that. Right, you took a short on both. Honestly, if I just don't like trading the ES. It's just like I know to some people when I say that it's too easy to trade, and some people could say that, well, then why not just trade it and make the money, dude? The money doesn't matter to me, dude. It's the challenge. It's like if I can find a correct metaphor for what this makes me feel, it's like I don't know, hunting a how do I say that? How do I want to say this? It's child's play to me. It's not challenging. It's not challenging at all to trade the ES. She is so straightforward to trade. Y'all have yet to see me really lose a trade on the ES. She's just too straightforward for me. She doesn't challenge me. I don't get emotionally caught up. It's just too easy. And on top of her being too easy, I really don't like how she moves. But with the Nasdaq, I had to be on my P's and Q's at all times. At all times, I got to make sure that I'm not getting into an area where I get trapped, because we know that the Nasdaq will freaking do it. The ES, you don't have to worry about getting trapped unless you do something completely stupid, like chasing the ES. That is the most foolish thing that anybody could do, because every point matters on the ES, and chasing her, you're asking to become liquidity, because you can see that once she comes to support, she goes in a straight line until she hits resistance. She comes down. She doesn't come back. So if you chase her and she goes in the opposite direction, you're liquidity. And it's just like that. So like a good example is like right here. Like if you saw this pop up and like, oh man, I want to get into this. I want to get into this. And you got in right here and you chased her and you didn't get out right here. You see how easy it is to become liquidity on the ES if you chase? And your entry's right here, and you didn't get out right here, and then she just drops. She goes in a straight line. She's a linear instrument. She moves in a straight line. She ranges. She moves in a straight line. She ranges. She moves in a straight line. I mean, it's child's play. That's not challenging to me. I don't find that challenging, and I don't want to trade that crap. I don't like that shit. I don't. But it's straightforward to trade her. It's not hard. She does the same shit over and over again. Straight line, range, straight line, straight line, straight line, range. It's just not challenging to me. And I'm not dealing with that. I don't like it. But yeah, this bitch is crazy. The Nasdaq is crazy. All right, so yeah, I think we're going to 685. The thing about the Nasdaq is that you can chase the Nasdaq. You can chase her. It's not recommended to do it, but you can chase her and you'll be successful. And I think that's what the allure of the Nasdaq is that she'll always have you emotionally involved in the markets. She'll always have you in tuned with the markets. Like my focus is in the markets when I trade the Nasdaq. When I trade the ES, it's like, well, now I just gotta wait for it to hit my target. I mean, that's it. I just gotta wait for it to hit my target. I'm not emotionally caught up. I'm not focusing or paying attention to it. It's not challenging at all. But the Nasdaq can do something nasty like this. You being at a good position, thinking you're gonna get your target hit, and then it comes up and stops you out, and then goes to your target. Like you gotta be on your P's and Q's at all times with the Nasdaq. Okay, so yeah, that's highly likely that we're gonna see a break of this level. It's highly likely. Uh, but the Bulls are definitely gonna have to. The Bulls are definitely gonna have to either buy or they're gonna die here. This does look somewhat bullish. It does, and we did have this big drop from this area, but just because we had a big drop from this area, it doesn't mean that if you're in this short right now to get lazy with it because we're still in a bullish environment. They're still buying it here. They've been buying it at this level all morning. They've been buying it at 765 all morning. So getting lazy here would be a mistake. They can easily bounce this thing right back up. Hmm. Oh. And they can easily bounce this thing right back up. And this is what makes being in shorts very stressful. Is this right here? I mean, especially if you have a target where it has to go through a lot of areas of support. That's what makes these shorts very stressful because either they're going to bounce it back up and you potentially lose all your profits, and if you're trailing it, there's a potential that it comes up and hits your trail and then goes in the direction. If I'm going to be unbiased about the structure of this chart, it is still bullish. The structure of this chart is still bullish. They're still holding that up. Now, I mean, some people could draw it like that, but we're still making higher highs. We're still making higher highs going up. I guess technically, you got 3 points. If 3 points confirms the trend, if 3 points confirms the trend, Yes. Actually, let me do it this way real quick because I just saw 3 points. So if this is a true trend, if this is true, that should be the trend right there. And that should be the trend right there. Something like that. Yeah, that looks good. I think that's the trend right there. That's the trend. That's the trend right there. You can see that. I turn this off real quick. That's definitely the trend right there. Because you can see them using it as support. They use it as resistance. And then like right here, it's like, dude, it's perfect. They use it as resistance right there. That's perfect right there. That's the trend. So we got a small dip underneath that trend. And price traded right back into it. Price traded right back into that trend channel. So if they find support here at 780, if they find support, I mean, they coming back up. And they find support right there. And you can tell that this is just profit taking because price just went into a straight line. This is why I love being a bear. I love catching moves like this. You ain't got to wait for it. It just goes straight down. So we'll see. We'll see what they do here. Okay. All right. All right. I mean, they're buying it there. The bulls are buying it at the bottom of this trend channel. They're buying. All right. There it goes. Right there. I mean, that's not good look. That's bullish, unfortunately. That's bullish. So, yeah. I mean, unless the bears can sell price to hell, they better sell to hell or price is going to heaven. Yeah, this looks like it's about to break out. This looks like it's about to freaking break out right here. It looks like price is going to heaven. All right. So let's see. Man, they're grinding this damn thing, man. They're definitely grinding it. They're grinding it up. That means the bears are trying to sell this and they're just not being successful. The bears are trying to sell it. When you see grinding like that, you see these small candles, and you got to remember, this is an 1800 tick chart. And when you see these small candles, that means that the bulls are buying it as the bears are trying to aggressively sell this thing down. And these are small green candles up. So we're going to see a short squeeze probably in the next few minutes here. We're going to probably see a short squeeze in the next few minutes. Okay. All right, so look at ES real quick, and then I'll be done for today. ES. Yeah, unfortunately, bulls, ES found support. We're going up. Unfortunately, the bulls found support. The bulls found support, and you don't have to do mental gymnastics with the ES. She found support. We're going up. She found support right here. And it looks like they're going to protect this low. So right here would have been a good risk to reward long for bulls. You have the 200 EMA, which the ES respects. You have VWAP, where the ES respects. You have an area of support that ES respects. And you have a strong low that ES respects. This right here was a great risk to reward buy. I'm not surprised that people bought here. I'm not surprised. Not whatsoever. And on top of that, you got point of control right here as well. Why do I have 2 point of controls on here? What do I have 2 point of controls for? Or that might be my value area high. I might have to go back in and change that. That's actually my value area high. I apologize. That's my value area low that they bounced off of. Usually I keep my point of control magenta, but I have it as my range here on the ES chart. And the ES loves to do one thing. It loves to retest. So if the if the bears don't defend right here, that means we're going to get a retest right here. And as bullish as this environment's been, we're going to probably see a stop run going higher. So, like I said, if the bears don't sell to hell, price is going to heaven. I'm pretty sure people's going to buy this right here, unfortunately, for bears. Unfortunately for bears. This is why, like I said, this is why I was so concerned with that short earlier this morning. That damn thing won't work. Yeah. Okay. Yo, Gamewood, if you still there, I mean, I know that you're a great trader. I know you're gonna manage your position. I know. But if you ain't got no stop, just be careful. Just be careful, dude. I mean, I mean, as a bear, I know exactly how it feels to see a short and for it to not work. And bears get really stubborn because of that. That's why that stubborn bear thing, it's being a stubborn bear is definitely real. And there's been a lot of accounts that have been blown due to stubbornness. However, if the bears ain't knocking this down, that means the price is going up. And if we get a breakout out of this area, it's going to probably be really bad. We could see a 200-point pump here. We could at least see at least 900 There's a swing high at 918. There's another swing high at 927. But we can go to 20K. I mean, if it touches 900, you already know that 20K is going to be the objective, the new objective. So if that shit hits 900, 20K is definitely going to be the new market's objective. So if you're in this short, just be careful. Just be careful. Yeah, dude, this shit is super freaking bullish for no reason. It is just bullish for no reason. The bears are like aggressively trying to sell this thing down and they can't get it. They just can't get it. I mean, look, it's still making higher lows and it's making higher highs. It's too aggressive. All right, man. Yeah, they're buying this thing off of the 50, the 21 in VWAP. So we'll see. Yeah, they're hugging up against this golden zone they've been coming back into this position. So it must be like an iceberg buy order like right here. It has to be a buy order here because price is keep making its way back. Like look how many times price has circled around this, has orbited around this price line right here, this neckline. They've orbited around 765 this entire session. So that must be like an iceberg buy order right here. Now, this is definitely an opportunity for the bears right here. If they don't sell it here, then the bulls got it. If they don't sell. Yeah, man. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, there has to be an iceberg right there. It has to be an iceberg. All right, bears, y'all better sell it. If they don't get a rejection here, if they don't reject it right here, we're going to see a stop run higher. And why would I even? That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. There it goes. There it goes. There goes those stops that are right there. Those some stops. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna definitely be crazy. We're getting this much bullishness today, that we might see a lot of bearishness tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Yeah, I mean they're basically buying it off this golden zone. That's not what I want, obviously. That's not what I want. Okay. All right. Mm, all right. I'm looking at price dancing right back and forth. Like, figure it out, Nasdaq. Figure the shit out. All right, so the ES. Yeah, I feel bad for bears, man. I feel bad for bears. They're selling this thing and they can't even get the freaking market to go down. They can't even sell this market. But look how small these candles are. These aren't small candles, man. I have, well, these are, this is 1,000 ticks. I trade the ES with 1,000 ticks, but I mean, look at these small candles. And this is a 6,300 tick chart. And look how small these candles are. The 6,300 tick chart and the candles are super small. There them go, loving that damn 765 level again. 11 on that 765 level. So yeah, if we definitely see a break below 765, that'll definitely be confirmation for that would signal more selling pressure from the bears. But yeah, you can see they're buying it. They're not letting this market move past 765. Look at the hourly chart, and then I'll be done for the day. Yeah, that's bullish. That's definitely bullish right there. I mean, yeah, we have all this selling. You see all the wicks. So that tells me, yeah, there's been a lot of selling for the last couple of hours, but this candle structure is definitely bullish. In order for this to turn bearish, we need to break below 738 for sure to confirm it. I mean, really, we need to break below 707 underneath this low, because this looks like a head and shoulders pattern, like the head and the two shoulders. On the ES, I mean, same thing. There's a lot of selling, but there's also a lot of buying that's holding this market up. So we'll see. So I mean, I've been looking at the forums. I've been looking at a lot of forums. I believe I saw someone said something about they saw some report for a 75 basis point drop, which, dude, if we get a 75 basis point drop, that just kind of confirms that inflation is, I mean, at that point, inflation is going to get so out of control. The conspiracy theories of switching over to a new currency becomes more of a reality because the dollar would be just too inflated at that point. cutting rates in the first place at this point in time, when we know that inflation is high and we're getting these fake reports, is dangerous. We're going to see inflation if he cuts anything. So tomorrow's definitely going to be very telling for the future. If we do see a big interest rate cut, we already know what the government is going to start doing at that point. Money becomes cheaper and they're going to spend more of it. So we don't want Powell to even cut rates. If anything, tomorrow they should be raising rates, because even though the economy is slowing down, at least it's keeping inflation at bay. If we drop it, there's just going to be more spending. Money's going to be cheaper. The dollar's going to get inflated, and it just paves the way to the road to a recession. So just prepare yourself. Just make sure that you and the people that you care about is good, because it can get ugly next year. It can get really ugly next year. So just focus on getting these payouts, save as much money as possible. And as always, we're just going to keep moving forward, because that's all we can do. But all right, guys, that's all I have. You can, if you're going to take this short, just be mindful. Be mindful of the price action. We need a break. They need to come back, and they need to use this area as resistance. If you don't see that, then you don't short, or you'll just get trapped. It's obvious that the bears have been selling this thing the entire morning, and price has been trading in a big giant range. So just be mindful of that. And with that said, peace out.